So Batman Arkham Knight is coming out this Tuesday, which reminds me, I wonder if GameStop is doing a midnight release for it. How about we find out? GameStop. If they pick up, could be busy. And we'll try again in a few minutes. Now, of course, review sites have already been given review copies of Batman Arkham Knight to try. And, the two that I pay attention to are GameSpot and IGN. I go there for reviews because they're the best in the business. They've been doing it a while. People are going to say, oh, you shouldn't trust IGN. Oh, man. Sorry, tired. You shouldn't trust IGN. IGN is a bunch of stuck-up idiots. GameSpot's the same way. Shouldn't even be going on there. You're nothing but a fanboy if you go to them sites. You're a mark if you go to those sites. Nah. Well, there's a reason why they've been around as long as they have. IGN gave the game a 9 out of 10, citing that it was very good, but the one thing that really bogged it down was the fact that the tank mode on the Batmobile kind of seemed out of place, and it seemed to bring the whole experience down. And even I said in my review trailer analysis that, or the gameplay trailer analysis, that it kind of looked out of place. It looked like a mech game. It looked like one of those Mech Warrior games instead of a Batman game. I like to see that feature being played with more, but this is the last game from them supposedly in this series. Supposedly. So they gave it a 9. They said everything else was perfect except for the Batmobile. They said the Batmobile, the tank part of it gets to be a little bit monotonous and boring. Um, I anyway, more on that in a second because I have a lot to say about that subject. But let me try calling GameStop one more time.
Thanks for calling GameStop. Worry about your old games. This is Shannon speaking. May I help you?
Hi, are you guys doing a midnight release for Batman this Monday?
Yes, we are.
All right. What time? About what time does that start?
Uh, Probably about 10 o'clock.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Like I didn't have any other questions. Well, they basically said that the game was only deserved a 7 out of 10 rating compared to IGN's 9. Now, a lot of people think that, that doesn't really constitute a whole lot of worry. That's not a big difference. And no, in the grand scheme of things, it's really not. But then again, their consensus about and again, this is all one person's opinion. How this person gives their rating is their opinion. The rating scale and credentials for the way a game receives a rating on the individual website may differ. I don't know, but the one thing that these two do have in common, because it's not the rating point that I really have a fuss about. It's that the websites, and I don't really have a gripe on either review. In fact, I'm kind of worried by both reviews because both reviews have the same kind of general consensus. The reason why they gave it a 7 is because of the Batmobile segments in the game. Again, GameSpot says that they could be a bit monotonous, a bit tedious, and a bit too much. And I kind of had a feeling about this when when they first announced it, I was like, okay, it's cool, but how much of it are we actually going to have to do as opposed to how much of it are we just going to want to do? It looks like they found something new and they're like, oh, you get to play as the Batmobile, and then they're just going to jam it down our throats and make us play as that damn Batmobile over and over and over again until we get sick of it. The tank portion of it again came up in GameSpot's interview saying that it just felt out of place. It didn't feel like Batman. Batman doesn't use guns, and it just felt too monotonous. I'm hoping that when I pick up this game Monday night and I play it for the first time, I'm hoping that I get that old Arkham City slash, or more important, Arkham Asylum feel to it. I didn't like the Arkham City concept to begin with, I'll be quite honest. The thought of Batman going open world in GTA, which now it's even more GTA because now we got a fucking car or several cars, to deal with. It just does not seem. That's not Batman. I want to feel like I'm playing an episode of Batman or a movie of Batman. And it was also revealed. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I'm going to flash letters on the screen right now. Spoiler alert. You may want to fast forward a couple of moments here. It was revealed also, and one thing that I'm excited about is that Mark Hamill, who does the voice of the Joker in Batman the Animated Series, he did Joker in Batman Arkham Asylum as well as Arkham City, he is back. He did not come back for Arkham Origins, because he felt that A, he was, didn't want to run it into the ground, and B, it wasn't Rocksteady doing it. C, it was a younger version of the character, so yes, it should sound a little bit differently. He didn't do it for Injustice either, which kind of was amazing to me that they went the direction that they did with Injustice, but then again, not Rocksteady. It was NetherRealm. Two totally different developers. Um, So Mark Hamill's back, and apparently it's just his flashbacks. Apparently Batman, is having flashbacks about killing the Joker and about all those times, we battled the Joker and everything. So I'm curious to see how that goes. They say both reviews from GameSpot and IGN both said that finding out who the Arkham Knight is kind of gets, you end up the whole who done it thing ends up being solved about halfway through the game, which is kind of crazy to me because they've kept that so well hidden of who this guy is. This is a brand new character that they've come up with. So it's like, who is this guy? What are they going to reveal when they take off the mask? A lot of people are saying it's going to be Hush because of the way Arkham Origins ended and Arkham Asylum ended, or Arkham City ended. Um, I honestly, they've done such a good job in keeping this a secret that I don't know who it is. Honestly, I have my guesses. Me personally, I think it's the Joker that's come back to life somehow, and that the whole Arkham Knight suit is keeping him alive, kind of like Mr. Freeze. But we won't know for sure until the game comes out, and I'm sure there's already spoilers out there of who the Arkham Knight already is. But Mark Hamill's back in flashback form. We know at least. Um, we know we're going to see Riddler in person for the first time. We're actually going to see Penguin. Penguin looks a little bit different in this game, doesn't? Everybody's kind of gotten a facelift for the game, which if you watch my review, my gameplay trailer analysis, I didn't agree with because this is supposed to happen after Arkham City. So if anything, the characters are supposed to look older, not younger. Anyway, but I'm curious to see how this game is. As soon as I finish it, it's going to take me quite a while to finish it with work and everything. And with the way my schedule goes, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to play it. Majority of my time is going to be spent in the morning times and late evenings playing it because of my work schedule. Hey, I'm not a full-time YouTuber like most of these guys are. I don't have time to sit around and play video games all day or the money. However, if enough of you hit that damn like and subscribe button, that may happen one day, but right now it's not looking too good. Um, Nor do I want it to happen right now. I kind of, I've kind of experienced and seen what it's like through watching videos and hearing experiences, what it's like to be a part of that world, and I'm not sure I'm ready for that just yet, but maybe someday we'll get there. Who knows? I just take it one day at a time. I love the job that I have right now, and I want to keep it that way. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. Um, Tell me in the comments below what you're looking for as far as Arkham Knight goes. Tell me if you agree with the reviews that IGN and GameSpot gave it. Obviously, you can't really agree with it without playing the game first, but given the information that we have, why do you think, is it fair to give such a 7, like such a mid-grade review to a game that has so much hype behind it? Have the video game review sites finally gotten off of kissing the developers' asses and giving it to you straight up? Maybe that's what GameSpot is doing here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, we'll see you down the road. Thanks for watching.